a shiver, all the shadows fade away. All your streets are empty, lights begin to sway. 4 a.m. as I think, oh, Stockholm love. Sometimes I picture how life had been in Paris or New York or Shanghai. But you know what they say, east or west, our home is best. Warming rays, golden sunlight as the city wakes. Oh, my love for you will never fade away. 5 a.m. as I sing, oh, Stockholm love. Stockholm love. Sometimes I picture how life had been in Paris or New York or Shanghai. But you know what they say, east or west, our home is best. Warming rays, golden sunlight as the city wakes. Oh, my love for you will never fade away. 5 a.m. as I sing, oh, Stockholm love. Stockholm love.
see. We have to stay together now. Ooh, save me some time. Come help me find the light. I am looking for a fire to keep me on the line. Yeah, a fire with a dazzling light. And I don't know if I am close
bittersweet. Huh? Keep losing sleep while driving in the backseat. What's left of me? Drowning in what feels just like an ocean. Negativity is getting closer. Hard to keep the heat when it gets colder. You know, sometimes everything just gets hard. Sometimes everything just gets harder. Feeling like I'm missing some parts. Days just keep on getting much darker. Even when I'm down in the low, I remember what you were saying. Sometimes all you need is a spark. Maybe just a better kind of bitter. Lose gravity, I'm swimming in the quicksand. Up to my knees. Keep losing sleep, I'm manic dream at midnight. So hard to please. Drowning in what feels just like an ocean. Negativity is getting closer. Hard to keep the heat when it gets colder. You know, sometimes everything just gets hard. Sometimes everything just gets harder. Feeling like I'm missing some parts. Days just keep on getting much darker. Even when I'm down in the low, I remember what you were saying. Sometimes all you need is a spark. Maybe just a better kind of bitter.
Well, guys, I guess the show is starting. Guess the show is starting. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Just getting everything set up still. How y'all day going? Just a little impromptu
What
stream.
a night, people dancing in
Something worth
slow
talking about, so I
motion,
want to have a
blurry
conversation,
eyes.
guys.
It's time to say goodbye.
Have a conversation.
3
How y'all doing?
a.m. as I'm walking home with a smile.
J-Red
Smoky
Unfiltered. How y'all doing? Hope you
moon,
guys are having a great
like
day.
a shiver,
Anywhere
all
but
the
you, rocking out with me and
shadows
I
fade
appreciate it.
away.
Appreciate it.
All your streets are empty lights begin to.
So, just a little backstory about what we're going to talk about. I'm pretty sure most of you guys have seen that video of the woman who was dancing in front of her boyfriend at the at an Omah concert, and it's just interesting because I should say this. It's interesting to see the reactions of people, and it's interesting to see how women are allowed to skirt accountability. And I'm not doing this to bash women. That's not my intent. I'm doing this to point out hypocrisy. So before we get started with this reaction, I want to actually, like I said, we're gonna look at the original video. The original video of this woman who attended a Omah concert, and in that concert, she was pointed out in the crowd, and he called her up on stage and basically proceeded to do his usher routine by exotic dancing with this woman. And I just want to talk about whether you think that's disrespectful or not. And first of all, we're gonna go to I'm gonna put a poll up, and I want to know what you guys think. Do you think it's disrespectful to dance with an artist while your significant other is right there? And while I put that poll up, we are going to check this video out, guys. Look at this. Look at this.
Miss Omah, get on. And then the boy comes on.
And they laughing at him like that can't be you.
You were holding the nigga's dick.
The way that coach for
All right. So now that we watched the video, let's actually look at this. Let's actually look at what was going on in this situation, because
sorry, girl.
the truth of the matter is, it's just like I said, this situation is insane. So just to fill you in on what happened after this, they ended up breaking up. Kai Cenat actually hooked him up with another girl on one of his streams. And this girl, she came out with an apology, crying and all that kind of stuff. But I just want to let you know that I'm not buying it. But so first, let's just go ahead and just get right into it, because this is just, oh my God, this is a lot. And I haven't watched very much of this. I only watched a little bit. So this is going to be basically my raw reactions, just like you guys. So let's check it out.
Sorry, girl. Can we get her a tissue, please? Sorry. You okay? Yeah?
Oh, I guess she's the victim, huh?
She said, make her put it in.
Welcome to Off the Record, a platform where individuals come here to speak their truth, discuss their thoughts, and own their stories. We will be having candid conversations where we discuss various events and ask all the questions that you're eager to know, and hopefully come to graceful conclusions. I am your host, Mide Oni, the one and only. Let's get into it. Welcome, Jess.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. You look amazing.
Oh, thank you. So do you.
How was your journey in?
It's been good. Yeah.
Good. Thank you for joining us today. So before we get into the core of the conversation, tell me a bit about yourself. Who is Jess? What do you like to do? How old are you, if you don't mind sharing?
I'm 20 years old. I'm currently a part-time influencer and a model. I like spending time with my friends and family. I like going shopping like a lot. I'm always shopping.
I'm going to clarify a few things before we get into the conversation. There's been quite a bit of confusion about where you're actually from. So can you tell us, are you Ghanaian? Are you Nigerian? What are you?
I'm Nigerian.
You're Nigerian,
I'm not
okay.
Ghanaian. I've been seeing all types of countries, but I'm Nigerian.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You went to a concert, an Omah concert, and obviously you wanted to be there. We all saw the footage. You were very excited to be there. And you got called up on stage, and like we mentioned earlier, you gave him the hottest wine ever. But you were with somebody. Now, this is the question on everybody's minds. Girl, who is this man? Were you in a committed and defined relationship with him?
Yes, we was in a committed relationship.
How long were you together for?
Just under a year, so
Okay.
going to a year.
And when you say you were in a defined relationship, just so that everybody's aware, he was your boyfriend and you were his girlfriend?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, perfect. So you mentioned in your apology video, which we're going to get back to, that you're a diehard fan of Omah. So I think my question here is, was this a date night? Was this planned? Was this who bought the tickets? Why were you guys there together? Can you kind of talk us through what happened, the journey of that?
So I'm a huge Omah fan. I've been a fan since he even started like music. So I really, really like his music. So I've always wanted to go to his concert. I was going to see him, I think this was last year, but he cancelled that show. So I was like, oh, I've got to go to the next show, like 100%. So when he said that he was coming to London, I just bought the tickets. And I thought I'd bring my boyfriend because he was going through a hard time himself. So I thought this might like get his mind off it. So I just thought, yeah, I'll just go with him. Favorite artist, favorite person. So I just thought, yeah.
Did you think I might get called on stage? Did that run through your mind?
I've always wanted to go on stage with Omah. Like, I don't think there's any other artist that I'd even go on stage like with. So me and him, we've had this conversation like days before the concert. If I was to get called on stage, like, would you be fine with that? And he said, yeah, that's fine. He's been
really?
okay with it, yeah.
Oh,
Okay. Well,
so he said it was okay. So he said it was okay. That's wild. That's wild. Because, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm weird, but I would not be okay with that. And I feel the same way as I felt with the Usher situation. Like, I would not be okay with that. Yeah, if it was me, I would. That's what I'm saying. Like, maybe people like me just aren't cut out for dating these days. And that's honestly what I'm starting to feel like, because in order to be content, like, I'm not that content. Like, where I just don't care about what my partner is doing or anything like that. I'm just saying, and that's just me. That's just me. I'm not that content yet. I'm not that, and I honestly, I don't know if I want to be, but it's just, dating nowadays is just so weird. It's just so weird. It's so weird. Yeah. Ugh.
kind of changes the narrative. So we've seen from the videos that have surfaced online that you were very excited to go on stage. And now that you've revealed to us that he was okay with it, you going on stage, was it something that you just told him, or did you guys discuss it prior?
We discussed it prior, obviously, but he didn't know that I'd get picked to go on stage. So when Omah pointed at me, obviously in the video you can see like I was really, really excited, which I was. And he was encouraging me to go. Like, he even said, yeah, like, go. That's why I went in the first place.
There is a point in the video where it looks as though he's holding on to you and saying, well, obviously we don't know what he was saying, but it does look like he was a bit reluctant to let you go on stage. Is that fair for us to say?
Not really, just because he was holding me the entire show.
Okay.
So that's why it looked like he didn't want me to go, but he was fine with it. And there was a point where I was like stood next to him and everyone thought like I moved away from him, but I was stood there because I was waiting for the security to get me out of the crowd.
Okay. So when you got up onto the stage, what was going through your mind from the minute that he pointed to you getting onto the stage? What was going through your mind?
I was like, you picked me? Like, I was so happy, honestly. Like, I wasn't thinking of anything negative, anything bad, or I'd go up there and do something that would obviously, but I was really, really happy. Like, I was just so excited. I was like, I'm on stage with Omah, like, this is what I wanted. So yeah, I was
we
happy.
could all see that you were very excited. I mean, if it was me and Usher, we wouldn't be having this conversation. I'd be in the same position as you. So when you got on stage and, you were dancing with Omah, and obviously when you went behind the screen and everything, did you at any point think, oh, my man's in the audience actually, maybe let me relax a little bit? Did that ever occur to you?
If you've been getting scam texts like these, it probably means your data has been leaked. Now, some of you can identify these as
I feel like that is a great question, because honestly, you don't think she was doing a lot? Shorty was doing a lot, and it's the truth.
I'm being honest, no.
Okay.
I knew he was in the crowd, obviously. Like, I know he's there, but before we got up the stairs, obviously he asked me what my name was, and I just did my little dance. I obviously thought that was it, so I didn't think of it as much about him being offended in the crowd or anything.
Okay. When you went to the top of the stairs and the screen came down, what was going through your mind at that point?
From what I remember, like I said prior, I was just really happy and excited. And he's done something similar at his previous show, but obviously that was with a professional dancer, so I wouldn't expect him to do that with a fan. But obviously when those curtains dropped, I just thought to myself, I was like, oh, is this like the same performance that he did at his last show? So Yeah, I just kind of knew I just had to dance.
You mentioned that you've seen previous concerts from Omah and this is something that he has done before. So at that point, did you feel any pressure to overperform, to show them that you're that girl, you know?
I kind of did because there was a lot of people, a lot of cameras, and I knew if I walk off the stage, people would tell me, oh, you ruined the show, you did this, you did that. So I just thought, okay.
So that's funny. That's funny. She's willing to ruin her relationship, but she doesn't want to ruin the show for a bunch of people that don't know you. These people don't know you from a can of paint. They don't know you from a can of paint, yet and still you're willing to sabotage and sacrifice your relationship. You don't care about him. You're not thinking about him, but yet and still, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Trigger warning. I'm going to get triggered.
I'm here now.
I'm here now. Just dance like.
From one person to another, you did your thing. Yeah. So that being said, after you guys danced, there is a rumor going around. I'm not sure if you've heard that. When the screen came down, you and Omah did share a kiss.
We did not kiss. All he did was he just like kind of hugged me. So obviously because of like the shadow, it looked like we kissed, but no, we didn't.
After you danced with Omah on stage, was there any exchange of contact details, whether it's Instagram, phone number, email?
No, his team did ask me to like stay, obviously, but because my boyfriend was in the crowd, I just...
Stay on stage?
No, like stay...
Backstage?
Backstage, yeah.
And you declined?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So after the concert, Omah tweeted, well, allegedly tweeted about the fact that he asked you if you had a boyfriend. Is this real? Is this fake? Like, can you clarify?
Oh, it's definitely fake.
So he didn't ask you if you had a boyfriend. Did you guys actually have a conversation prior to you dancing?
We had a conversation after, like after the dance, we spoke.
You and Omah?
Yeah.
Oh.
But that was on stage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What was that conversation?
No, it was just, I was just really excited. I was just like, thank you like for letting me go on stage and stuff. Yeah, that was it.
What was the first conversation you had when you went back down into the audience with your boyfriend?
Even before I got to him, I already kind of felt a certain type of way. I just felt like I did something not wrong, but I knew he would probably be offended when I saw his face. So he wasn't really like speaking.
Really?
For the rest of the show, no.
Oh, okay.
I wonder
you said
why.
You felt some type of way. What was the way that you were feeling?
So as I was walking like through the crowd, there was this guy and he was like to me, oh, is that your man? And I was
Thank you for the likes. I appreciate it.
like, so that the way he said it, I just thought, I wouldn't want anyone to speak about him in that way or to me. Like, what do you mean, oh, is that your man? So immediately I was like, oh shit, like.
So you basically came from a high and you felt low at that point because of what the person had said.
And then obviously I saw his face and then I was just like, oh yeah.
In a video that had surfaced online, we can see him walking away. Did you guys go home together? You said you didn't have a conversation in the audience. Did you speak at any point on that night?
Of course we did. Like, we went home together. In the video, it looked like he was walking away from me, but we was walking together. A group of girls just stopped me and just said, oh, like, you did your thing, like, you did. And obviously he wasn't trying to hear that. So he just walked off, but he was waiting for me at the end of the road. So obviously the person that was recording, they didn't get that part, but he was waiting for me.
So I want to go back to a previous question that we spoke about. You said that you going on stage, he was totally okay with it. You've already had that conversation, so you were confident.
He probably didn't think that it was gonna that she was gonna get up there and do that. He probably didn't think that. I'm gonna be honest with you. He probably did not think that when he said okay. He probably didn't think that. And the truth of the matter is, he probably didn't think that you would get up there and disrespect him like that. You don't feel like that was a little OD?
To go on stage.
Yeah.
And when you've come off stage, he's visibly upset. So do you think that he was influenced by the audience and their reaction?
100%.
Okay.
Because he was recording himself, and then in the video there was girls around us and they were just looking at him and recording him, and obviously that's going to make him feel very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But before that he was recording, so.
I'm going to ask this question and I want you to answer as liberally as you can. Would you say that you respected him as your boyfriend? And the reason why I'm asking this question is because there's been a lot of conversation about if that's your boyfriend, for you to go on stage, and this is something that I myself have thought, if for you to go on stage while your boyfriend's there, that's not something that a lot of people would see as respectful. Talk us.
Shout out to Time. Shout out to Time. Time says, J Red and chat, let's build. Let's do better. Let's listen to understand before we talk to each other. Much success in life and respect. Thank you, Time, for your comment. Appreciate you.
Through that.
Yeah. I do, and I did respect him a lot, but I know the way I danced on stage might have looked like I don't respect him at all, but I have a lot of respect for him.
I think this is an interesting thing because I've noticed this, that women don't seem to have the same, or men and women just have a different idea of what respect is. And I'm not going to say all women. I'm just going to say a lot of women, they claim to love and respect you, but then their actions show that they really don't. So the way I haven't quite figured out how to navigate through that. But all I'm saying is that at the end of the day, her actions spoke louder than her words. Her saying that she respects him, but her actions say that she doesn't. And that's the thing. I don't know how we're supposed to get men and women on the same page, but that's just what I've observed. I've observed that there are a group of women that literally will really it's not even that they just mean to do you harm or that they just hate you. It's that their idea of respect is not respect, and that's to a man, and that's the truth. And somehow, some way, we have got to get on the same page, or else this man woman thing is not going to work. Or it's not gonna get any better. We're gonna keep seeing it degrade the way that it's been doing, and I don't know. I'm tired of seeing it. I'm tired of seeing it. But the truth of the matter is, no matter what she says, her actions show that she didn't respect him. It's not like they were just dating. It's not like they were just talking. They were in a full-blown relationship. A full-blown relationship. She didn't respect him.
But I do understand why people would think what I did was disrespectful.
Did you speak about it as a couple after?
Yeah.
What was that conversation like?
I don't want to speak about that.
Okay. It was a private conversation.
Yeah, it was a private conversation.
Okay. If the tables were turned, do you think there would be this much outrage if he had gotten on stage and danced with Jada Kingdom?
Yeah, we've literally spoke about that before. He was like, oh, what if Ira Star calls me on stage? And I was like, go, like, do your thing. Just because you go on stage, it doesn't mean there's anything between you and the artist. So, like, it's cool. Like, I wouldn't have an issue with that, no.
And do you think that you would have felt a type of way depending on the audience and your surrounding?
I wouldn't feel a certain type of way. But obviously, if people are recording you, because they're invading your privacy, don't just record people, I would feel uncomfortable. But not with him being on stage, but with the fact that people are just trying to make it look like it's wrong.
Painting a different story.
Yes.
Okay. When did you actually notice that you had gone viral?
So on the night, like literally immediately after the concert, I saw myself on TikTok and I was like, oh, that was quick. Like, but that was just a clip of me dancing. Like, he wasn't in that video. And there was like a lot of positive comments. Like, a lot of girls were saying, oh, I wish that was me, you did your things. I was okay with it because there wasn't like any hate or anything.
What was going through your mind then when you had seen it actually blow up on Shade Borough? It's made it to the Shade Room at one point. How were you feeling?
It was a lot because there's only so much someone can take. And for you to like see yourself all over social media in a negative way, it did affect my mental health. because everyone had like lots of opinions and stuff. But I had my friends and family around, so they were like really supportive.
How did they react to this situation?
With my friends, because I called them straight away. I even called them like when it happened, and they did say, "Oh, maybe like you shouldn't have danced the way you did." And I understood, because at the time I did feel very bad for him. But then after it got out of hand, we just said like it's not that serious. Like I shouldn't be getting this amount of hate. And with my family, they're very supportive. I actually thought they'd be like angry at me, or they'd like, you know, but they were like, it's just a dance. Like, you're young, enjoy yourself. So yeah.
I want to be you to be very candid in this moment about how it made you feel.
Here's a fun way you can bring handmade elements into your digital designs. I wanted to give these invites a handmade
Feel.
I was really confused, and I'm not gonna lie, in that moment, all I cared about was what he thinks of me. And he did tell me what he thinks of me, like complete opposite to what people are saying. But because there was just so much that was said, I don't know what to do with all of that. So it was like really, really bad.
It was a lot. And how are you doing now?
I'm okay. I'm not gonna let that get to me, like, because if I do good or bad, people are gonna speak regardless.
So there have been a few rumors going around, one of many, that this was a staged thing. I don't know how it could be staged, but there have been allegations that it's staged. Can you talk us through that, shed light?
I get why people would say that, because I know for a fact some people, if you went on stage, you probably wouldn't know like what to do or how to dance. So I get why people would say that, but no, it wasn't staged.
So you're just a natural bad bee dancer?
Like, if I need to go with the flow, I'll go with the flow.
Yeah,
like,
period.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, so the next part that we're going to get into, a lot of people know about Kai Cenat, who is a YouTuber, big YouTuber, American streamer, and he has a way of getting quite a lot of people on his show, and you know, you get great exposure if you go on into his show. And he reached out to you and asked, would you be willing to come on?
About to do an intermission real quick. I'll be right back.
I know that I just met you. Love, oh girl, you blow my mind. I know what I would like to do, but you just keep on talking. I see your dog needs walking. Your folk drive you insane. I know, yeah, that's true. Of course, you ain't the one to blame. Keep on talking to me. You keep on telling me your dreams. You keep on talking to me. But I just wanna see you move. Yeah, I just wanna see you move. I just wanna see you move. Yeah, I just wanna see you move. Sure, I like to listen. It's not like I don't wanna know. It's just that you've been talking to me 3 nights in a row. I think it's time to let go. Forget the past, just lose control. Cause life's too short for yapping. Come on and dance, come give me soul. You keep on talking to me. You keep on talking to me. You keep on talking. You keep on talking to me. You keep on telling me your dreams. You keep on talking, but I just wanna see you move. I just wanna see you move. I just wanna see you move. I just wanna see you move.
dessa fantasia. Foi sentimento e a fotografia. Tudo que ficou foi uma poesia e o eterno amor nessa alma vazia. Contando os passos para não cair. Não há mais nada do que desistir. O tempo se arrastou e levou as chances. Não sobrou mais nada depois da avalanche. Tudo que restou dessa fantasia foi sentimento e a fotografia. Tudo que ficou foi uma poesia e o eterno amor nessa alma vazia. Contando os passos para não cair. Não há mais nada do que desistir. O tempo se arrastou e levou as chances. Não sobrou mais nada depois da avalanche. Não sobrou mais nada depois da avalanche. Não sobrou mais nada depois da avalanche. Quando o piano já não quer mais tocar e as teclas pretas não saem do lugar. Quando o corno inglês ter que ir pro xadrez porque não tem mais onde ficar. Quando o prelúdio nem começar e a semibreve cansar de respirar. Quando o trombone não quiser assoprar e os dedos da harpa não vão dedilhar. Quando todo mundo cantar a capela porque a orquestra vai parar.
culture, man. The culture. All right, guys, I'm back. We're gonna get back into this because honestly, if I'm just going off of my judgment, this woman is for the streets. She's for the streets. And to be honest, I think, her going on about how she respects her man, I think it's BS. I genuinely think it's BS. It was just BS. I I don't know how we just supposed to sit there and you up in there, you up on stage dry humping this man in front of the person that you're in a relationship with, and you talk about respect. I'm sorry. I'm not of that school where I believe, and it's different than that Usher situation with that Mary one, Alicia Keys. Yeah, it's different than that because she's not married to this man. But at the end of the day, there should still be some baseline level of respect. You know what I mean? And just seeing that this is what men have to deal with nowadays, because this is the typical modern woman. This is what men have to deal with. And it's really unfortunate. It's really unfortunate, honestly. But let's go ahead and get back to this video and see what she's talking about, because honestly, she has not made a very good case for herself. She basically just said, hey, if he calls me up on stage, I'm gonna go up there and be a 304. I'm gonna go up there, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be hey. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. And she's sick. She's sick, in my opinion. I think that it's unfortunate that guys have to deal with women like that, and that's just my opinion. I understand that it's just dancing. I get it, but you know what they say, cheating and infidelity and all that stuff starts in the heart. So I'm just saying, like, if it's okay then, it'll be okay later, and there's no telling when it'll stop. So I'm just saying that I wouldn't be okay with my partner. I completely understand why he broke up with her. I completely understand why he broke up with her.
Have a conversation about the events of that night, to which you proceed.
Don't just take classes, take charge. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu.
Sorry, guys. Struggle streaming.
Ooh, spicy.
Oops. Oops. Be patient with me and just give me a little grace. I'm sorry. I'm still getting used to this live streaming.
Sanat, who is a YouTuber, big YouTuber, American streamer, and he has a way of getting quite a lot of people on his show, and you get great exposure if you go on to his show. And he reached out to you and asked, would you be willing to come on, have a conversation about the events of that night, to which you proceeded to respond, no, if I will come on, however, I'm gonna need compensation. How did we get there?
When he messaged me, first of all, I was
Thank you for the like.
this is actually Kai Sanat, because why would you message me? Like, I don't know how much I was actually trending, because at that time I wasn't really using my phone as much. I didn't want to see all the hate and stuff. So when I opened my DMs and I saw that he messaged me, I was like, this is good. Like, this has to be, So what I did was I spoke to my friends and my family, and for me to go on anyone's live stream, I don't really, and at the time I wasn't thinking about exposure and stuff. I just thought, because I'm trending, I'm not going to go on your live stream for free. Like, I'm not going to do that. So.
Was this from advice that you had gotten, or just an internal thing?
As somebody, yeah, that might have been a big bag fumble for her. And I'm not saying that she was gonna get a bag directly from that, but based off of what I know about this chick, she's an influencer. She's a influencer, and going on Kai Sanat would have gave her a lot of exposure. I mean, it gave that man a lot of exposure. He got a whole new chick. He got a whole new date. They got him a date. This is crazy. And so, what do y'all think? Did she just fumble the bag? Because that's crazy. Why would she Why wouldn't she take that opportunity? Even at the end of the day, you know who Kai Cenat is. That man, like, that young man is known worldwide, regardless. People like to sleep on him and pretend you seen one of his streams or one of his videos, and man, oh, that was terrible.
Both.
Okay. And obviously, when you responded and said you needed compensation, he was like, the audacity, how dare you, sort of thing, and proceeded to, well, from what we know, proceeded to reach out to your boyfriend. Can you talk us through that, the timeline of how that went?
After he replied with compensation, ? He actually rang me. So he video called me twice, but I was with my boyfriend at the time, and he told me to not answer the phone. So,
wait a minute. So you was with your boyfriend, and he told you not to answer Kai Cenat's call.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. He just said, oh, like I should focus on my mental health and like delete everything, like delete all my DMs and stuff.
And can you clarify what day this happened on?
I think it was like 3 days after the concert.
So like a Wednesday?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Okay. So your boyfriend said to you, don't answer the call, focus on your mental health. So how did we go from focusing on your mental health to him now being on Kai Cenat's live stream show?
I don't even know.
Okay. What was the status of you lot's relationship at this point?
We were still speaking.
But you weren't together?
We were.
You were still together?
Yeah.
When he told you not to answer Kai Cenat's call?
Yeah.
Okay. So from the time he told you not to answer the call, and then him going onto Kai Cenat's stream, how long was that? Was it a day
hours.
or two? Sorry?
A couple hours.
Okay. How did we get there?
Oh, no. Not that he finessed her out. Karma is a mother, ain't it? Karma is something else, ain't it? Ooh.
Can you elaborate? What happened?
I don't even know what happened. Like, all I know was he told me to not go on it and I should focus on my mental health.
Okay, God.
The next day, well, it was already the next day because it was like maybe like 2 a.m. We were still speaking, and then all of a sudden he's on Kai Cenat's live stream. I was like,
when you say, because I just need to make sure that we are clear.
Yeah.
You are saying we're still speaking. That means a lot of things. Were you still boyfriend and girlfriend?
We never broke up. We never we never actually broke up.
Even now?
Are you sick of having issues with your webinars, wasting tons of time on troubleshooting with attendees?
Yeah, I guess he got his karma back, huh? That's crazy.
I don't want to answer that part.
I'm going to probe you here. Why don't you want to answer?
Because it's private. I think that's something me and him should keep private, whether we are together or not.
I understand. But for me, for you to say that this is private in terms of the status of your relationship, it then kind of goes back to it being, is this staged? Is this for content? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if he's told you not to go onto Kai Cenat's live stream and then a couple hours gone on, and now he's getting a lot of benefits which we're gonna touch on, and you don't want to clarify if you're together or not, it's a bit, where do you guys stand? Are we angry at the right person? Because everybody's angry at you right now because you're the girl who has scorned this oh so innocent man. But now you're saying it wasn't actually like that and you don't want to divulge if you're in a relationship or not. Where's the thought process on that?
We're not speaking right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But you're not speaking right now, but the relationship status is still question mark.
Yeah.
Okay. Obviously, from him going onto the live stream, how did you feel about that? Because he has gotten a lot of opportunities from that. From our numbers, he had, let me double check, 400 followers, and he now sits at 88,000 followers. He has done a Morley's advert. Apparently, he's getting a lot of brand deals. How does that make you feel, especially because he told you not to go on?
I'm actually happy for him.
Okay.
Like, I'm happy for him because I know this is something he's not always wanted, but it's something that I know he could do because he's got he can do it. Like, I know what he can do. But the way he's gone about it was unnecessary because whether you like go on the live stream or not, I wouldn't have had an issue with it anyway. So he didn't have to go about it in that way, because you just like kind of betraying the people that you still claim that you love. So
do you think that he had people in his ear telling him what to do?
100%.
Yeah?
100%.
Okay. I'm going to go back to a question that I said before. In terms of him going on Kai Cenat's live stream, despite him telling you not to go on, do you feel like it was like a lick back type situation?
Yeah, part of me
That
does.
seems so petty.
But that's just scary, because I've been speaking to him before and I was with him. So not once did I ever feel like he was gonna do that. Like I said, he could have told me, and I still wouldn't find an issue with it.
Is this a forgivable offence for you?
No.
No. Fair enough. Do you regret not going on Kai Cenat's live stream?
I don't regret it, because at the end of the day, it just shows me what he's capable of.
Who? Kai Cenat or
No, him.
Your
Yeah.
question mark?
Yeah.
If you could change anything, would you have gone on? Would you have said, you know what? Yeah, I don't need the compensation. Let me speak my truth.
Yeah, because I was going to answer, I was going to call him back, but obviously he was there and he was just not with it. So anything he wasn't with, anything he didn't want to do, I wasn't going to do.
Did you seek any advice about going on, or was it just in?
Now look at that. You feeling guilty. You feeling guilty because you knew you did wrong. So now this man that played you out of your blessing while he benefiting from it. That's cold-blooded. I'm not gonna lie. At first I was like, man, I kind of feel bad for that guy because he ain't really deserve that. But he got his lick back. So what am I supposed to say? What am I supposed to say? He got his lick back. He benefiting.
That moment you made the decision with your question mark boyfriend.
So in that moment, because my friends were around as well, they weren't with us, but I said, oh, let me just quickly go ask my friends. And he said there's no point, he said just don't go on it. So I didn't end up going on it.
Okay. When your question mark boyfriend went onto the Kai Cenat live stream and Kai Cenat set up this dating situation, 20 versus 1, how did that make you feel, seeing as you mentioned earlier that you guys hadn't actually broken up?
I was really offended because I wasn't expecting that. I just felt really disrespected, but obviously he felt disrespected with what I did. But for you to go on the live stream while you was just with me on the whole dating show or 20 versus 1, it was just a bit uncalled for, but opportunity is an opportunity, so.
And did you guys have a conversation about that after?
No.
You never spoke about it?
No.
Wow, okay. Did he apologize? Did he message you? Did you just left it?
Just left it.
Wow. One thing that you've been consistent with throughout this conversation is about how you made him feel and how he was disrespected and you felt like you had done something to him. But him going onto Kai Cenat's live stream and doing a dating game when you hadn't actually broken up feels very vindictive and like he's purposely gone out of his way to hurt you. I know you said you felt disrespected, but how did we go from A to Z? From 1 minute you're telling me to focus on my mental health and then the next minute you're going on a dating show when we're still, you mentioned you were still together at that point. Can you kind of talk us through that?
I feel like he didn't actually care about how that would make me feel. I don't think he was even thinking about me, because if you would have told me before, because I'm not going to say no, don't go on the live stream. I wouldn't have an issue with it, but
this woman who got on stage for the world to see, because the world has seen this now. This woman that has gotten on stage and danced exotically with an artist in front of him. Now, this is just crazy to me. And I see it on the poll. Even you guys so is dancing on stage exotically? And this is what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about just dancing along to the music. I'm talking about where y'all are literally dry humping. She was dry humping that man. She was dry humping that man. So I'm just saying, it's you don't think that's a little OD? I mean, maybe I'm tripping. Just let me know. Maybe I'm tripping. But it's just funny how she could talk about, oh, he's not thinking about me. Were were you thinking about your boyfriend or your question mark when Omalay was bending you over and grinding on you and all that kind of stuff?
He didn't say anything. He just ended up on the live stream with 20 different girls, and I'm not gonna lie, that really hurt, but I know he doesn't care.
Yeah, because it's very clear that when you went on stage with Omale, you said that you had a conversation prior with him about, and he said if I went on stage with what's her name? Ira Star, that you would be okay with it, but this felt very intentional.
Yeah, very intentional.
We spoke a bit earlier and you mentioned that you don't feel like it was a mistake. You don't regret going on stage at any point. Right. Do you still stand by that?
I don't regret going on stage. However, what I do regret is how that made him feel, because no one wants to be in a crowd and feel like publicly humiliated and stuff. Like, I don't blame him for how like he felt. So, but I don't regret going on stage when we've had that conversation before. So no.
I want to just kind of pick your brain. You going on stage with an artist, how would it have been in a respect? How could you have done it in a respectful way where he wouldn't have felt a type of way?
Obviously, I would have danced differently. However, there was a lot of pressure because I have seen his previous performance. So I just thought, like I said, I had to dance the same way, basically.
If this were to happen tomorrow, knowing everything you know now, and you went to the concert tomorrow, Omale pointed at you, and you would still do it again. That's what you said, right? And you don't regret going on stage, but you regret how it made your boyfriend feel. So if that's the case, what led you to make an apology video? Did you feel pressured by the social media, what people were saying, the fact that people were getting onto you? Is that what made you want to apologize?
The reason why I apologized is because I did publicly humiliate him. He felt embarrassed. So that's why I wanted to make an apology publicly. But that wasn't the point of the video. Yeah.
In one of your videos, you mentioned that everybody needs to heal and move on. What did you mean by that?
Let's be real. If everyone's mistakes were...
I just want to point out and let's just take a second and just digest the fact that she just skirted all accountability from that. She refuses to take accountability for her role in any of this. She refuses to take accountability. And her response is, oh, it's not that I feel like I did anything wrong, not anything wrong that makes him feel a way. I just hate the fact that he felt a way. You know what I mean? I wouldn't do anything different. I just hate that he felt a way. That's what I mean when I say there's a miscommunication when it comes to respect and what is respect and what isn't respect. You just hate to see it. Hate to see it. She's not taking accountability for anything. She wasn't even sorry. She was just doing it just to appease him. Oh, let me just apologize and help your ego. Oh, you know what I mean? I ain't really doing anything wrong, but I'll go ahead and apologize for your ego. Hyena. I think she's for the streets. I'm gonna just be honest. She might just be for the streets because why would you disrespect that man like that? And now you playing dumb like you don't understand. Like, and this is the problem with a lot of just modern people in general. Y'all playing these tit for tat games, wasting people's lives. You can't undo these experiences that you have. The damage that you do to people while you so busy in your having fun stage. This is why I think that modern dating is so trash. Because Everything is about having fun. And the things that you do in your having fun stage have ramifications, and they not only is it about who you actually engage in intercourse with, you leaving an imprint on that person, but even just the experiences, the things that you put them through are things that literally are going to shape how they view the world. That's why, if I'm being honest, I understand why they say it's just best to just get married young, or and I understand that, because the more experiences you have, the more partners you've had, guess what? The harder it is to pair bond. The harder it is for you to actually connect with other people. And that's why I say modern dating is just trash. Modern dating is trash. You just want to have fun. You want to have fun, and then when that fun leads to these insane, egregious consequences, then it's just, oh, help me, oh, I need help, oh, I wasn't ready for this, oh, I wasn't ready for this, oh, I was just, and people just always complaining, and it's just, I'm sorry, but stuff like this just kind of triggers me a little bit, because this woman won't take accountability for anything. But then yet and still, now she's upset about the behavior that she gets back. By the same token, now his behavior is becoming like becoming F-boy behavior. So now he's gonna go and he's gonna take that, and now he's taking that out on other people. It's a cycle. It's a cycle. Everything is not about having fun. And that is why I say that modern dating is trash, because everything is about fun. Everything is about fun. I'm not saying you shouldn't have fun. I'm saying that everything, your sole motivation is to have fun. And it's even so bad that if a person can't fulfill your desire, your desire for entertainment, then guess what? Because they're not entertaining you enough, you move on. Forget the fact of whether you think that they could be a good partner or not. That's what modern dating is. Modern dating is about selfish desires and self-fulfilling desires. And the truth of the matter is, eventually you got to do something. You got to do something different. You got to do something different, because look at the results. Look at the results.
Recorded
that part.
Where would we all be at?
Yeah.
So that's why I think everyone should just heal, move on. It's happened. I can't go back and change it. I did what I did. He felt how he felt, but people should just move on from it.
Have you healed? Have you moved on?
From the situation, like the concert, yeah, I've moved on a long time ago. But with how he felt, no.
Is this a situation that you guys can come back from? Can we see you guys in a few months holding hands, walking down the River Thames? Is that possible?
I don't know.
Okay. There's a narrative out there about you right now that, you're bad mind, you're disrespectful, you didn't rate him, you went out of your way to intentionally hurt him, which you've clarified you didn't. So is there anything that
so much grace, giving her so much grace? Just because somebody says that they weren't doing something doesn't mean that they weren't doing something, just so you know.
want to say to people to just be like, listen, we had a conversation, it wasn't that XYZ?
Yeah, we did have a conversation, and he knows my character. Like, nobody else that's speaking actually knows me. Like, he knows me, he knows me, he knows my character, he knows how respectful I am towards him as well. He can't, like, deny that. I just want to put that out there, that he doesn't think of me the way people think of me.
But is that before, though? Because it seems as though, like you mentioned earlier, that he has been heavily influenced.
He has been, yeah.
So do you feel like his perspective of you has changed?
No.
You still think he thinks of you?
He does think of me the same.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay. What I've gathered through the course of this conversation is your need and desire to protect him. You keep saying you disrespected him and you made him feel some type of way. But let's talk about how you feel and how you've been disrespected. I want you...
Wow. And here we go, guys. Here we go. The sisterhood is in full effect. Oh, my goodness.
To realize and understand that your feelings are very much valid in this situation and it's not just about him. How do you feel about this?
This is what I'm talking about. You see that aggression that just came out? Did you see that? Did you see how amp and that life and that vigor? Where was that compassion that you just had for this woman this whole video? When she's the one that did it. She's the one that got up on stage. She even admitted that she embarrassed him. And yet still, you have all that compassion for her. But now you want to talk about him and now you want to get rah-rah? Now it's about the rah-rah now. Now you got some fire in you. Now you got some vigor in you. Are you serious? Guys, you can't make this up. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. The sisterhood is undefeated. You cannot make this up.
I feel very hurt. I'm angry as well because you don't do that to someone. Like, you don't. And I did say before,
You get on stage dry humping somebody in front of your boyfriend. Now you're mad because your boyfriend goes on Kai Cenat's stream and gets a new girl and gets a new girl. Make that make sense. Come on.
other ways he could have gone about it, but he's hurt me in the past. Like, he knows what I did was not on purpose. I'd never intentionally hurt him or make him feel any type of way, and that's why I'm so hurt, because of how I've made him feel. But it seems like he doesn't care about how I feel. He doesn't care what I'm doing. He doesn't care how I'm dealing with the hate. He knows the hate I'm getting. He's been seeing it, you know. And for him to even add me to his little ad video that he did is very disrespectful. Like, and I'm just hurt. I'm just really, really hurt. Like, I don't know what else to say.
Yeah. I'm sorry you're going through that. I really do feel for you. I feel like, obviously, you've been mentioning that he was disrespected, and because he was disrespected publicly, it doesn't take away from the fact that you've been disrespected publicly as well, essentially. Speak to me about how you would have liked this situation to be handled differently on his part.
That's so disingenuous.
The thing that hurts the most is the conversations we've had in private, and then in public, he's just acting like I'm this. He hasn't even said anything, but because he hasn't said anything, it's like he's going with what everybody else is saying. It's the conversations we've had. You know, we've spoken about this, even like family members, like, as well. He knows, and then for him to like just turn around and like do that, it just.
You mentioned before that you have been getting a lot of negative comments and things like that. Can you kind of elaborate on what people have been saying to you?
They've said a lot. Like, a lot has been said about me. Like, a lot of things that I've never even heard of. And I do read what people say. I know the right thing is to not read what like people have to say about you, but because I've never been in this situation, I can't help it but read. And the things that I've read, like, people can be so mean. Like, people tell me to kill myself. They're telling me ways I can get it quickly, like, easy and like done.
Guys, it's not that serious. Come on, it's not that serious. Jesus Christ, people really need to watch that. Seriously. People really need to watch that, because it's all fun and games until you done made somebody do it. And you got to be a real sick person to still think that that's cool. Yeah, nah.
Threatening my family, threatening that if they see me, they're going to kill me.
Jesus.
I hope your family gets cancer and they all die.
Jesus.
Wow, God forbid.
Or like someone said, oh, I hope you get raped and killed.
God damn.
Just stuff like that.
Sorry, girl. Can we get her a tissue, please?
God, it is not that serious. Just because she did something jacked up it is not that serious. People are OD. That's why I hate the internet sometimes.
Yeah.
It gives people the right to just say whatever they want with no consequence. I hate that.
Thanks, babe.
I could not agree with what she said, but does she deserve that? No, come on. What?
Take your time. These comments that you're getting, Is it from a particular demographic of people? Is it more male, more female? Thank you.
It's a lot of men, but there's also a lot of women as well, which is really shocking. Like, how can you bash another woman for what she's just done? I didn't kill anyone. I didn't go on stage, I didn't kill anyone. I didn't say anything and like I ran off stage or something. I just danced and my boyfriend happened to be.
That's true. I mean, I'll give her that. That's true. She didn't, it's not like she did the worst thing in the world. She was just being for the streets. Being for the, I mean, you know what I mean? She was just being a young girl that was being selfish and only thinking about herself. And, you know what I mean? Now it just backfired on her because we live in an age where the internet captures everything. So, as much as I hate to say it, we also live in a world where men are fighting back because they feel like they've had to deal with basically oppression. It's an oppression from women in the media because things like this, and women are automatically assumed to be perfect, and men always have to deal with the consequences of that. So I mean, at the end of the day, everybody's not as objective as I am, and it's probably it's a lot of people that just are willing to damn this woman because of what she did. And I don't know, that's kind of crazy to me.
Yeah, like the hate is a lot. It's too much. It's too much. I'm only one person. Like, this can really, really like get to someone.
I'm sorry you had to go through all of that. And like we said earlier, your feelings are valid as well. You did something that upset your partner, but you didn't do it intentionally. It doesn't warrant any of these type of comments that you're getting. So never feel like you're responsible for this. Do you understand what I mean? So you mentioned that you guys have not spoken. Is there anything that you would like to say to him, knowing that more than likely he's going to watch this?
I just hope for him, like in the future, he just gets his own, like he's so easily influenced by his friends. Like, he needs to have his own. If you love someone, you love them. You don't care about what other people have to say, because at the end of the day, you know me. Do you get what I mean? Like, you know me for me. These people, even your friends, they don't know me. So have your own say, have your own opinion. Do what you want to do. If you love me, you love me. If you don't, like, you don't. That's it. Just, it's your life. No one's going to bash him if you come out and say, oh, I've forgiven her, guys, leave her alone. No one can do you anything. It's about what you want to do. So he just shouldn't listen to what people have to say about me or his friends.
What would you like us to know about Jess? The real Jess.
I want people to know that that person that they think I am isn't me. I'm not a bad person. I'm not a disrespectful person. I do respect myself. I respect others. I respect the people that I love. I'm just a young girl. I'm just trying to live my life. I'm just trying to be happy and do what makes me happy. I want to continue modeling. I want to travel as well. I just want to live my life, like,
as you should.
Yeah.
Following the events that have happened, obviously you've gained quite a few followers as well, so positive there. How do you want to use this platform? Do you intend to use this platform for any type of positivity, or what trajectory are you hoping on taking?
I've never had this many followers before, and I wasn't expecting it, so I never had a plan on what to do with it. So I'm just going to keep doing what I do. I've recently signed with a modeling agency.
Amazing.
So I'm just going to keep doing my thing, keep modeling, start working with brands as well, because brands have reached out to me. So yeah.
Fantastic. Since this has happened and you've gone out, what has been the reception that you've received from people?
So publicly, it's been positive. I recently went out with my friend. We just went shopping. I felt followed by a group of young people, and then one of them just ran past me, and then he had his phone to his ear, but his camera was facing me, and I knew he was recording me, but I was just it felt weird because I've never been in that situation before. And then I had two girls approach me, and they just said oh, you Jess? And I was like, yeah. And they were like, oh, F all the hate, like keep doing you. I felt that was really, really cute. And then there was a group of boys that also asked me for pictures, and I just took pictures of them, so yeah.
So that's actually really good. I'm happy that you're receiving positive energy. So fantastic to that. Well, thank you, Jess, for joining us today. You've been absolutely amazing. Thank you for answering all these questions. I know that, you know, some of them were a little bit difficult, but you handled yourself like a pro. How are you feeling?
I feel good.
All the best with your endeavors. We will be cheering you on here. And yeah, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for watching Off the Records. I have been your host, Midday Oni, the one and only. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode and join us next time. Bye.
Guys, I'm just gonna be honest with you. My biggest takeaway with that is just the absolute lack of accountability, because that's what we're looking at. We're looking at a woman who honestly just completely, because she cried like some tears, she completely shifted the blame and the focus. And we watched a woman host in the media completely shift the blame. And it's the problem. Nobody wants to hold women accountable for the dirt that they do. But the minute that it's time to talk about men, everybody's all up in arms. And we, you know, she was ready to go in on him. She was ready. She was ready. And at the end of the day, as long as things like this continue, we can continue to fight it all we want, but it's just, I don't know. Those are just my thoughts. I give you guys a chance a little while to share yours. I'd love to hear your input. But if not, that's really all I got. I don't need to belabor the point. You guys saw it just like I did. Women just can't take accountability. I'm not gonna say that. No, I'm sorry. Because there are women that can take accountability, and that's why it's so frustrating when you see the majority of them that won't. This sisterhood that's going on is just, it's undefeated. And I'm not saying that women shouldn't have camaraderie, just like men should have camaraderie. But the problem is, we have to hold each other accountable. When men don't agree with other men, we hold each other accountable. We do. We hold each other accountable. And the truth of the matter is, you just don't see that. And if women do hold other women accountable, then what you see is she's labeled a pick-me, or they give her all kind of vulgar names, and it's really sad. It's really sad to see. But on that note, I'll probably I will be back on later to stream for the rest of watching Ashley Merchant basically testify and expose how she got her information. So can't wait to watch that, guys, with you guys. And I'm J Red Unfiltered, and I am signing out.